Okay, this video is a continuation of the previous video where I showed you how to set up learning with text on our website. In this video I want to show you how to import new texts, how to get things ready for your learning, how to link to audio files. And the first thing I want to show you is why I hate Internet Explorer. Here on Talk to Me in Korean's Iyagi page, you can see it says download available and there's no link. Why not? That's crazy. That made me confused the first time. But if you look at it in Google Chrome, it's got the MP3 link and the PDF link. That's what we're looking for, MP3 and PDF. Those are the two things that we want to link to. So if you go back to your Learning with Texts page, you probably already opened a new text. So if you haven't, the way to open a new text is go to Texts from the menu. Go to Texts. You can create a new text. And previously I said long text is not good because you can't link to an audio file. So this is very self-explanatory and simple. This is not bad. Choose the language Korean, give it a title, let's say Iyagi number 146 because that's their last Iyagi. So I usually, from their main page like this, I usually like to just right click and copy this address where the file is located and paste that into the source. So this is the Iyagi Show 146. And the other thing I like to do is copy the link address for the MP3 and paste that into the audio. If you don't have an audio that's linked to on the internet like this, you can use Dropbox. I'll try to show you that in a different video or in a different post. You can use Dropbox. You can link to things that you've got on Dropbox yourself. For example, if you buy some music CDs and you want to learn music CD lyrics or something, you could upload the music CD files to Dropbox and you could link to the songs from Dropbox. Anyway, in here let's make some tags. Iyagi, Talk to Me in Korean, losing things. And sometimes I put the Korean names of the two hosts of the podcast, but sometimes I don't because sometimes it gives me an error too. So the last thing you have to do is import the actual text. So let's open the PDF from their site. In Google Chrome, this is really easy because you just right click, open a new window, and it opens the PDF for you, no problem. So then what we want to do is just copy and paste all of this text. Copy and paste all of this text. And then, since this is not the end of the sentence, let's put a space and go back here and go down to the next page. It's yo, so we don't need a space there. Let's go back here. Don't need a space. Let's keep copying and pasting. And this is the end of the file. Copy and paste this over. This is the end. Let's see. Was that a new person speaking? If there's a new person speaking, then I like to push enter so that you know it's a new person speaking. And so just the way that the Key to Korean, Talk to Me in Korean PDFs are put together, at a line break like this, at the end of the line, there's a return, and that return will be copied and pasted into the Learning with Text file as well. So usually what I like to do is I like to go back through this file and just look for all of their names like that. If I see a name, then I know it's the next person's turn to talk, and if there's no name, then I think that what he was saying, like here for example, is continued on the next line. So in order to make my reading and studying better, I usually delete that enter so that it comes back up. Now you can see this says 콘텐츠, 콘텐츠들이, and then I would do that for the rest of the program, the rest of the text. Like for example here, no go, there's a return, so I want to delete that return, you know. There's a lot of returns like that throughout this text. So you want to just delete all of the returns so that it makes reading it a lot better for you, a lot easier. Anyway, let's save it and open it. Now in here, since this is the very first time you're using the program, you have all of the words in blue. That means all of the words are unknown. And if it's going to be a pain in the butt for you to go through and do 451 words on your first time, then I would suggest just clicking I know all. If you click I know all, then everything goes to well known, and then you can read through it yourself, and you can just click on individual words that you don't know and you can look those up. But as it is, let me just show you how to click the words and define them. So the first one, 안녕하세요, that means hello. So you can click it and it should appear on the side over here, 안녕하세요, and we can define it. Hello. And it looks like down here the dictionary is not showing up. So we might have to change something, and it might be an Internet Explorer problem too. I'll look into that and I'll post it in either the video section or in the blog section of this website. But we'll just start with this. Hello, 안녕하세요. So this is a well-known term, and let's save that term. And then all of these 안녕하세요 are filled in. So you're not doing the same word more than one time. Here's another one, 여러분. 여러분 means everybody, everyone. So let's click that one and see what it looks like. 여러분, everyone. This is also a well-known term. So let's save that. Now sometimes what happens is, as I'm going through and I'm defining all of these terms, sometimes what happens is I realize that, oops, I made a mistake with defining one of those previous terms, especially a previous well-known term. So in order to modify that, you can click it, and then you can see here it says the Korean, it says the English, it says how well you know it, and then you can either delete it, or you can look it up in a different dictionary, or you can learn it. Learn it means kind of redefine it. So you can click it again and you can redefine the term if you want, and you can reset the status to like a level 3 if you don't know it very well. And then when you save it, it'll change the status to a level 3, so then you know, oh, I didn't really know that word like I thought I knew it. So that's basically how you can start using learning with texts. Just click the words, define them. This should show up as a dictionary, as the Naver dictionary. I'll double check that in my Google Chrome version. If I go there really quick, keytokorean.com, LWT, if I go there, the dictionary will show up. So if it's not showing up in Internet Explorer, it's probably an Internet Explorer problem. That's why I hate Internet Explorer. Here we go. Let's look at Google Chrome. Yeah, so in Google Chrome, let's click like Hyujun. Here it says truce, and I'm learning it. I just learned it previously, so I don't know it really well. Let's edit term. And then my Naver Sajan jumps up. Sometimes the Naver Sajan will jump up with the term in it already defined, but in my Google Chrome version I didn't do that, so I usually have to copy and paste it down here to see what it is, ceasefire, truce, armistice, and then I type the words up here, whatever I think is appropriate, and then I save it. So that's the basic way to learn with learning with texts. And when you're done, you can play the audio and you can read along as they talk. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll post another one later. Thank you.